Welcome to Celebrate a Sister podcast. I'm your host, Emma Walkinshaw. I'm a transformational coach. I'm also the founder of Embody Me program and the creator of 21 Minutes of Morning Magic. You may also find me on the yoga mat leading yoga sessions and also running retreats here in Australia and internationally. Here on the podcast, I bring you some pretty incredible guests. We talk all things self-belief, body acceptance, personal development, outdated beauty standards, and we also call BS on the toxic diet culture, accepting the beautiful bodies we were born into, letting go of all the beliefs, and raising our self-awareness. I also come to you from time to time with a little solo episode, a little Life According to Emma moment. I'm so glad you're here. Enjoy. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Celebrate a Sister podcast. I am your host, Emma Walkinshaw, body confidence coach. I am so happy you are here. So this episode is short and sweet, but to the point, and I know that you may have heard this before. However, this is your sweet little reminder. So the holidays, the Christmas period is here. And with that comes the annual push from the diet culture. Let's talk about why it's a trap and how to reclaim your joy without falling into the new year, new you false promises. Yes, that's right. We have got a massive false economy out there in the diet culture that knows marketing and knows people really well and knows how to prey on us. So let's call out this false economy. Number one tip is diet culture thrives on making you feel inadequate after you indulge. Of course, this is what we do after December. So what does the diet culture do? Their marketing is so savvy. It is a multi-million gazillion dollar segment of the market. So of course they do. In December, they sell you guilt and then the solutions in January. Recognize the cycle. It's a business, not a wellness plan. So let's just be really clear on all of the diet culture and the shakes and the meal replacements and the this and the that. It really is false economy because remember, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. If it's not sustainable, it's not sustainable. So the second thing that I would love for us to be really aware of this December and January is being able to shift our narrative. Instead of focusing on shrinking our body, think about expanding our life. Ask yourself, how can I feel nourished and joyful in this moment today? That's a great journal prompt. How can I feel nourished and joyful in this moment today? The third little tip that I have that I would love for you to all be aware of this holiday season or this Christmas break is challenging the restriction mindset. Restriction often sets us up to fail. The more you say, I can't have this, the more you'll crave it. Going more for balance in our life instead of extremes. I definitely have danced with that over the years. And to be perfectly honest, where I'm at right now in my life, I have got no more diet fight left in me. You know, these extremes and these crazy things that I've done, which have been completely sold me a lie. And I have been able to hold steady for so long until I couldn't anymore because it was a completely unrealistic program. So yes, so shifting the narrative. The third one is the fourth one is I'd like you to set your intention, not a resolution. So for years we have had New Year's resolutions. We all talk about our resolutions, but I love the idea of an intention as opposed to a resolution. So forget resolutions based on shame, saying I have to do this, I have to stop this, I have to give up that because I'm not good enough, and set your intentions. Your intentions are often rooted in self-respect, Like the intention could be, I'll move my body in ways that feel good and I will savor my meals without guilt, as opposed to the resolution, which is I must, I should, I have to. So really shift that. Number 5 is be aware of the sneaky diets. How many sneaky diets are out there? How many of us are still restricting and we didn't even know we were? We've got this thing in our head and we actually beat ourselves up about it and feel shameful about it. So beware of the sneaky diets. If it promises a quick fix or labels a food as good or bad, it is a diet culture in disguise. You deserve better than rules disguised as a diet. So really think about that. Beware of the sneaky diets. Also, can we connect in with our values? So really when you think about it, when you think about your health and your well-being and you think about your relationship with your body, really lean into your values. Ask yourself, what matters more to me this season? So as we come into Christmas and as we come into this time of year when we've got time with family, ask yourself, what's one of your highest values? What matters more this season, spending time with loved ones or obsessing over calories? Choose joy and connection every time. I often say relationships are my most important thing in my life. So if I've got the chance to break bread and drink wine with someone, I am going to, as opposed to restrict. So think about your value proposition and your relationships. And then number 7, focus on what feels good. Listen to your beautiful body, prioritize your movement and your nourishment, and of course, your rest. Not because you should, but because you want to feel good. I often can kind of get the body movement down pat. Nourishment, I'm relatively good at, but I often really struggle with downtime. So that's another part of us really, really focusing on what feels good and not trying to, as we say, run on an empty tank. So this little Christmas break, make sure you get some beautiful rests in there. And then number 8, don't wait to be happy. Your happiness isn't 10 kilos away or even 5 kilos. Actually, here's a question. Have you, for the last how many years or as long as you've known, has there been a weight loss goal on your New Year's resolution list or your New Year's intention list? If you are still talking about the same 5 or 10 kilos, I'm going to ask you to get really curious about that. And have I stopped living my life fully because I don't believe I'm in the right body to live this life? Just, a little bit of food for thought. I've had to really do some work myself on that one, saying if I've still got this same lose 10 kilos on my list and has been for the last however many years, what's going on? Am I using this as a weapon to beat myself up? This season, let's choose freedom over restriction, kindness over criticism. You're enough exactly as you are, and no January diet trend can take that away from you.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this podcast sparked some curiosity and had you thinking. I have worked with women for years, and I've worked with hundreds of women as a coach, a body confidence coach, and as a yoga teacher. And there's one thing that women have in common. Most of us, 96% of us, don't have a great relationship with our body. We judge it, we put it down, and we are not in harmony with it. If you would like a better relationship with your body, I invite you to join me for the Body Love Bootcamp. I have created this course that you can watch in the leisure of your own home and work through the processes in your own time, and then reach out when you're ready to have a conversation. It has 3 pillars. It is about our mindset, meditation to soothe our soul and our sweet, sweet heart, and start to put in some new thought patterns around our beautiful body. And then the third is the movement, which is yoga. One of my favorite ways to free out any stuck energy and start to appreciate this gorgeous body of ours. The Body Love Bootcamp is ready and waiting for you to join. In the show notes here, there'll be a link. Click through. I would absolutely love to have you join me, and I would love to support you and walk the path. Together we are building better relationships with our bodies, for our daughters, for our nieces, and for ourselves. This work impacts future generations. It's time we take our power back, reject diet culture, question beauty standards, and really look at what wellness means to us. Join me.